chains only bring me.
Hey guys, Mr. Mias is here, and this time I'm going to be going over the chain rule. Not cha-cha-chia. The chain rule. So, the chain rule is a derivative rule that we use when we have a composite function, a function within a function. So, if y equals f of g of x, the derivative of that is going to be the derivative of the outside function, f prime, times the derivative of the inside, g prime. And if we have multiple composites, we can just keep going. Derivative outside, inside, inside. We keep going until we can't take the derivative anymore. All right, so let's take a look at some examples. I got six examples for you. So, y equals x squared minus 3 quantity squared. Notice we have a function, we have x squared minus 3, and it's in another function, x squared. This is an example of where we would want to use the chain rule. Now we could multiply this out and have multiply the two binomials out, but we can use the chain rule in this example. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the derivative of the outside. So it's using the power rule. So we're going to bring the 2 down, and we're going to leave the inside the same. Subtract 1, and we get 1. Times the derivative of the inside. The derivative of the inside is 2x. And there's our derivative. Okay, so it's the derivative of the outside times the derivative of the inside. Let's take a look at another one. Y equals sine 3x. Notice we have a 3x in the sign. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the chain rule. The derivative of sine is cosine. We leave the inside the same. Multiply by the derivative of the inside. The derivative of 3x is 3. We've got our derivative. Okay, let's take a look at another one. F of x equals the square root of 3x squared minus x cubed. First thing I'm going to do is change this to 3x squared minus x to the 3 halves. Now if you're asking how I got that, I changed the square root to the 1/2, and then I just multiplied the 1/2 times the 3 to get 3 halves. This is a similar problem to our first example. So we're just going to do the same thing, chain rule. F prime of x, and we're going to use the power rule, 3 halves, 3x squared minus x. Again, we leave the inside alone, and then we subtract 1 from the power, times the derivative of the inside. The derivative of the inside is 6x minus 1. And we've got our derivative. Be right back with our next 3 examples. Alright, here we are with my next 3 examples. Y equals cosine squared. Now this cosine squared, what it really means is cosine x squared. Alright, not the x squared, cosine x all squared. So now I'm going to take the derivative using the chain rule. So I'm going to bring the 2 up front using the power rule times the derivative of the inside, which is negative sine x. And there's my derivative. Alright? Let's try the next one. G of x equals 1 over 2x plus 1. Now this one looks like we're going to use the looks like we can use the power rule by changing 2x plus 1 to the negative 1 power. It also looks like we probably could have used the quotient rule and did low d high minus high d low, but for purposes of the chain rule, let's look at the chain rule. So I'm going to change this as 2x plus 1 to the negative 1. When I take the derivative of this, I have to use the chain rule because I have something multiplied by my x inside. So I'm going to go negative 1, 2x plus 1 using the power rule, negative 2, times the derivative of the inside. The derivative of the inside is just 2. Alright, there's my derivative. If you really want, you can write it as negative 2 over 2x plus 1 all squared. Okay, last example here. F of t equals sine cubed 4t squared. Again, I want to change this to sine 4t squared cubed. Alright, so that way I can clearly see that I need to use the chain rule. Right, so derivative using the chain rule. I want to say chia. Now, from now on, you guys are going to do the chain rule. You're going to think of of a Mr. Maestas Chia doll with the plant beard growing out. Like they should totally sell this, right? I should make money off of it. So we take the power rule here, and then we take the derivative of the inside. The derivative of the inside is sine. The inside function is sine 4t squared. So I'm going to take the derivative of that whole thing. The derivative of sine is cosine. But look, I have more inside that parentheses. So now I have to do the derivative of the inside of that too. So I have to do the derivative of 4t squared, which is 8t. And then I get my final answer. It's the final answer. See you guys later. Bye.